I was prosecuted in Livingston County Court by Susan Geddis. The case ended up drawing international attention, and I became known as a poster child for parental rights. Because of events which occurred months prior, I was aware there was political influence and manipulation being unleashed. The public was unaware of this as the case progressed. The prosecutor violated my civil rights when they upped the charges in an attempt to have me plead to a lesser offense. The prosecutors misrepresented facts to the press and had false statements printed in the local papers. The public was unaware the prosecution was politically charged due to information I knew about questionable business deals with a prominent Michigan family and my former husband. Understanding the relevance of the business deals and what transpired in courts, in the local area press, and in the county, I've only begun to grasp. After a recap of Mr. McCririe, Geddis, and Newsman, who are important players in the base issues, I will cover the likely motives behind the attacks on my family and the need for me to be discredited by using local officials.
Asking about this assault on a minor child is of no issue to you. And knowing that a child was put under threat to remain silent is no issue to you.
Okay, you know what, I resent you saying that.
But that's what you came across and did when I said why the home was not sold.
Yeah, I told you I don't have any knowledge of those.
You have knowledge because it's in the papers. And so you can't claim that you do not have knowledge because it's there.
I'll tell you, when I saw your pleadings, I started reading them, and I saw that they were just completely unresponsive, and I have a history with this case.
Yeah, you do.
And I know how you tend to go on and on.
Okay.
And I didn't read them.
You did not read, okay, you did not read them.
Because they were not responsive to the motion that was...
All right. I'm asking the motion be denied because there are illegalities and why the home did not sell, which have been covered up. Now, you can say that I go on and on and on, but I think any mother would be more than furious at learning that her home was a point of barter to cover up the sexual abuse of a child. And it's unfortunate that you do not see that you're being non-responsive in addressing that issue. And that any mother who loved her child would go on and on and on about that.
The last time I dealt with this case was in the year 2000.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't remember even determining custody in this case.
I would suggest to you...
Custody was a consent judgment between us.
Actually, wasn't a consent agreement between us. It was made here.
A list of receivers you might have used in the past that we could take a look at.
Well, there's not really a list that we have. There's Neil Nielsen. He's done a good job.
Who's also his attorney.
He did represent
on your part, because you have handled this case for 10 years, since the beginning. You handled this case since after the 1997 trial I was on. And there has been bias in the court, definite bias when Gary McCririe was arranged as the first realtor. Mr. Skousen's not even...
I don't understand.
But it was arranged. It was arranged through the court to do that with Susan Eck and Ed Latursky and Dave Morris. All of you would have known that they were related.
I didn't do any of that.
Do you understand?
And I'm not aware of any of that.
You read it. I have it right here, and then their beginning exhibits where there was a strong conflict of interest that I was not told about.
Well, I wasn't aware of any of that. I don't recall any of that, and I don't recall.
There's a real estate listing.
But none of that ever came to me.
It's to you now, so if you're going to make a judgment, if you don't understand what went on...